client scripts and whatever the UI policies and all. Okay, everything here you will control it things here. Okay, in UI policy level at client script level, UI type now this is also one of the important. If you want to work on UI 16, you say only desktop. If you want to work this client script only on portal, then you say this one. If you want to work in both places, then you say all. Okay, maximum you keep all. Okay, so that is also one thing. Just keep it in mind. Now moving back to the next important thing is okay workflow. Okay, request management will be completely driven by workflow. Completely. Okay, so what is a workflow? Okay, how you do workflow and all. I think I covered in most minimum 4 classes, 3 classes I covered. Okay, why? Because it's such an important concept and each thing is very, 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 very important. You have to practice it. Okay, so what is workflow? And it started like this, and then create a workflow and attach the workflow to the catalog item. From now onwards, if I create any ticket, so now see here, I will create a ticket here. Okay, selecting a group here. Okay, even I forgot this particular flow. I need to see now, but let's create it. Okay, so if I order it now, oops, group. Okay, if I order it now, then it will create. This is like a checkout tutor. Why it is coming here? It's okay, fine. So it is creating an RATM, REQ, RATM. Okay, I am showing in the videos in the class videos now. I was showing in a UI 16 mom. That and this and both are same. Okay, don't confuse. Okay, I want to introduce this also. Okay, so that I am just showing here. So RATM, take this RATM. Okay, and open in our traditional view. Okay, because this is how I showed in the classes videos. Okay, YouTube videos. So see here. Yeah. So this particular workflow, that means this request have some flow that is called workflow. Okay. The workflow is defined here. Where is the workflow? Where is the workflow? Workflow here. Based on the definitions of this workflow, it will be driven. Okay. Now where it is? Okay. What is the next step? Everything you can see from here. Show workflow. Okay. It have work approvals. It have tasks. It have checks. It have if conditions, else conditions. Everything you do here. Okay, I can't explain everything now, okay, because it will take another 4 classes. But what I covered there is mainly activities. Okay, activities are main important things. So check out, publish. There are more first important things, and for every workflow there are two minimum activities should be there. That is begin and end. Okay, in between you define all your activities. So in our example, maybe I want one approval. Once it is approved, then I want to create a task, and then I want to do initial. I will create 3 tasks, parallel tasks. All the stuff I did. So activities. In activities, for approvals you have 3: approval user, getting a user. Okay, how you get the values of user here? So you have 3 ways here. One way is pointing directly the user, okay, as an approver, and then you can also get from script current dot variables dot variable no, variable name. Okay, here when it is coming to script, someone asked yesterday, so in catalog client script how I will get a variable value, sir? Okay, same, this is the variable name, variable backend name. So gform get reference get value, same like how you know in form level you do the same way. Okay, this is standard, don't confuse. But when you see the workflow level, how you read the variable value from a workflow script. It could be any workflow script, it could be run script, it could be approval script, it could be if script, whatever it is. First thing is current dot variables dot variable name. Okay, remember it. And now I explained here like why how I am pushing the approvers into answer. Answer is the output of this particular activity. I'm getting the variables. Sorry, I am getting the group and I am getting the group manager and I am pushing to the answer. Okay, into an array kind of. So ultimately the group manager is the approver. Okay, so this is how we showed. So here approval user to get the users, approval group to get the group of people, group members, and then approval coordinator. If I want to get okay approval with a combination, one group, one users, one manual, something, then I will create one and then I will add all of them as a childs and then all of them will be approvers. These three are very, very, very important in the first level. Okay, and then approval action. Okay, so RATM have something called approval. Okay, this field. Where is that approval? Approval, 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 approval. This field. You can set the value of this approval either to approved or either to reject or something using approval action. Okay, so here I am setting approval action equal to approved. Okay, and here if it is rejected, I am setting approval action to rejected. Okay, you can use set value also. Here you will be seeing set value also. Okay, but set value is for all other RATM values. For only approval, okay, only for approval, you can use approval action field. Okay, these four under approvals, these four are very, very, very important. When I say important in workflow, maybe questions, but more practical, ma. Is that clear? First approval is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then once you come back, okay, for conditions A and then C. Okay, under A we have five important things: user, group, approval action, approval coordinator, and rollback. And then C, in C you have two things. Okay, conditions, two conditions. Okay, if and switch and wait for condition. These three are very important. If, okay, you have if condition I kept somewhere. Okay, so if maybe you can write a script, okay, to get the if condition, or you can have condition builder based on a condition like if the catalog form is subject. Where I kept my if condition. Do you remember what I kept in if condition?
Left side, sir.
Yeah. So group check. Okay. So in group there is something called group type. If group type equal to assignment, then maybe we need the approval. If group type equal to something else, then we don't need approval. So something I think we kept it. Okay. So to check that condition, how you use it? Condition builder. You can get the variables and then you can map them using condition, or you can write a script. So see here, I have a group. Okay. I am getting the group. Okay, and then I have one more like group type. So grp equal to u type. So in the group table I created one field like group type. It's a choice field. Okay, if the value is sub, then we are writing the if value to yes. Okay, subscription group. If it is not subscription group, and then you are saying no. So the ultimately the output of this if condition is either yes, either no. Okay, that means if the group is subscription group, then it will return yes. If the group is not subscription group, if it is something else, then it will write no. Okay, based on the else and if and else, I may use some. I think in our classes that YouTube video classes, we did some condition, right? I think you remember what we did in that.
Yes, sir. You put condition on subscription and
If
that.
it is subscription group, then approval is required. If it is not subscription group, then skip the approval, right?
Yes, sir.
Everyone,
Yes, sir.
you are able to recollect, ma? Yeah. So this is if condition, and then switch condition is like if see if is only like one condition or two conditions, one or two, yes or no. But if you have more condition, then you use switch condition. Okay. So see here in our form, where is our form? Where is our form? Give me 1 second. Let me go back. Yeah. So in our form, you have a choice field with three choices. I think we used it for task creation or something. Okay, so if I select this one, then I want to go for a flow, one flow. If I select this one, if I want to go for a different flow. If I select this one, I want to go it for a different flow. Okay, if you have multiple values to control, you can't use if condition here, because you may say, okay, if variable value is choice one, then yes. Then if variable choice equal to two, then no. But what about three? Okay, so you can't use if here to control that particular thing. Why I'm showing this one? Sorry. Right? So for that multiple, you have switch condition. So what you do is nothing. You create a switch condition and then point the variable that you want to create it. Okay, the variable is a choice variable and the name of the variable is choice. Once you create it, automatically you will get the choice values here. Choice 1, choice 2, choice 3. Okay, they are coming from the form this one. So now let's consider one example like okay, I think we covered this one this example. Okay, so for choice one I created a task one. For choice two I created a task two. Okay, task three. So different groups, different people, different short description. Right? Agree? Yes? No?
Yes.
Yeah. So initially we created like this, and then later I thought like, okay, why to do this much of overaction? So what you do is, okay, in catalog task only we just created a simple script. The script is getting the, okay, variable value choice 1, choice 2, choice 3, and then based on that you are creating a same task, one task only, but the values of short description and value of assignment group is changing. Okay, so here main important thing is catalog task or a task, how you are controlling, how you are getting the values of task dot. Okay, so what does it mean is, let's say this one, okay, you have an RATM, right? So you are going to get a task here once it is approved. So let it approve. Okay, once you approved it, see, I think we may selected choice one, right? So let's see what choice we selected. Choice one, right? So choice one, how it is configured? If it is choice one, short description of the task dot short description equal to adding users to group, choice is selected. So choice is selected, and then you are printing the choice. It should give choice one there, and then assignment group equal to service desk. So just to see the task here, okay, task dot short description, adding users to group, choice selected equal to choice one, the value of the choice, and then the group task dot assignment group equal to service desk sysid, because group is a reference field and we need to pass the sysid of the group. Is that clear, ma? Here you have one thing like how you call the variable value from okay, workflow script current dot variables dot variable name, how you control the values of a task, okay, task dot, and how you control the values of RATM, current dot short description, current dot priority, current dot. So if I want to call this one current dot item, current dot request, current dot approval requested underscore per, okay, for from workflow, if you want to control the values of RATM, then it is current dot. Okay, these three are very, very, very important, ma. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Please confirm, ma. We have less time. Everyone. Okay, clear. Okay. Now, if that is done, then here, if condition, switch condition we are done, wait for condition. So we kept one condition here, ma. So after up to approval, we kept a wait for condition. Okay. In that wait for condition, we kept something like approval equal to approved. And then we skipped for when it is skipped condition, it was not happened because approval we didn't set that value. This one we said didn't set. So that time what happened is the workflow was passed, waiting for condition, wait for condition. Then when you do manually, okay, and then it moved. So wait for condition is something like it will help you to define, or it will allow you, okay, to configure the workflow to pass for some condition to met till the time workflow will not move. Let's say do this action only when the state equal to in progress. So until the state equal to in progress, this action will not move. Consider like the action is here. Okay, something like the action is here. Okay, so now let's say I will keep wait for condition here. Okay, and then I will state that till the time the current dot state equal to work in progress, don't move to task creation. If I say wait for condition here, then even though it is approved, it will pause here and then it will wait till this value changes to work in progress. You are getting my everything? So wait for condition is also very important in this section. Clear? Please acknowledge ma.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Why only
Yes,
two
sir.
people are saying yes? Others, I think you didn't go through this classes, Sama. Everyone, you are able to follow me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So under that, okay, under condition, these three are very important. Okay. So approval user, approval group, approval coordinator, okay, approval action, and then rollback. And under conditions, if switch, wait for condition. Okay. So notification. Okay, under notification, you can directly create a notification or you can call a event. I was telling you something called about events, right? Notification when we were talking about general notification concept. Na? Notification, event, business tool, okay. GS dot event, Q dot event, name of param 1, param 2, current and all that. I was telling you, ma, right? Someone asked
Yes,
from
sir.
this. So this
Yes,
event,
sir.
if you call this event, okay, and then it will allow you to define or select the event with the parameters param1, param2. Okay, the param1, param2 are the recipients that you can write a script to get them. Okay, as a return. Okay, so this is the one, and you can, if you can, if you want to directly define a notification, yeah, you can directly define it here. The notification tab will come, subject will come, okay, recipients will come, group will come, everything will come. Maximum in our organizations we use events to trigger the notifications. Why? Because we have better control, and loggings are very important. So logging is also we can control better. And if you have event, okay, the flexibility, like you can call the event from script, but notification cannot be called from script. That is the main important thing. Okay, and also param1, param2 will give you more flexibility to call the users or people, okay, with dynamically. Not in general plain notification, you don't have all these controls, ma. Okay, that is also one of the important question, you can keep it. Okay, after that, on call nothing is there, catalog schedule nothing is there. Subflow, what is subflow? Okay, this is not the subflow, but subflow is something like a flow under the flow. Okay, see here, maybe I can show something, or maybe this is the best example. Huh. Subflow, 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 subflow. This is subflow, subflow. Give me 1 second. Hmm. Okay, so request normal tasks, right? Request normal tasks, request normal tasks, request subflow, subflow. Okay, ma. So see here, this is one workflow. Okay, under the workflow there is another flow that is named as workflow. Okay, and this one is calling this one. Okay, so the one which is available in the workflow is called as subflow. Workflow under the workflow. So you are calling, see here, maybe I can call a workflow here. So see, if this is the one, then I want this one to be included. So I can call, I can drag and drop here. Okay, so I can drag and drop here, and this one will be called as subflow. Okay, so if I link this one, so till this point it will work. After this one will work, and then this one needs to be started from here and end till here. Until this one completes, then it will not proceed to next. So it is like an activity. You are calling a workflow as an activity into another workflow that will be normally treated as subflow. Okay, so that is also one of the important, very, very important question. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
So here
sir, I have
I
one
will
small
ask
doubt,
the
sir.
question. I will tell you the question. How to call the values from workflow to subflow, right? Is that the question?
Yes.
Please give me some time. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So now here subflow, when you leave the subflow, no, please keep it in. Okay. Now tasks, catalog task, general task. Catalog task, I think you understood it. It is simple like sc underscore task table it will create. Okay. But general task, you can create task based records from workflow. Okay. If you drag a task, no, then you can have all the child task links. Like let's say create task, right? Create task, you can get it, and then here you can create any child task. You can create a problem, you can create a change request and everything. And if you create using this one, you will see the result here, not in catalog task level, but you see here. Even catalog task is also task. Now I will include one item here, and then I will create a problem. The problem will show here. Okay, so using catalog, using workflow, can I create a problem? Can I create a change? Can I create a incident task? Can I create something? Yes, we can create it. How you create it? Using, okay, create task. Now if you use create task, you don't have much control. Okay, let's say you have this one rm task. Okay, so you have very limited fields here, assignment group, short description, but you don't have much things to control. Okay, I want to dynamically create a description field, okay, short description field, and many things I want to do. I can't control everything from here. Okay, so you can only create static values, but dynamic values you can't do. Okay, in that case, what you do is you create a run script. Better way is create a run script and then initialize and insert, get the values from current dot variables dot variable name, and then pass them to create it. Okay, I was showing one example to create a group because this run script now maybe I showed instead of this task general task creation, I don't want to create a manual task to some team. Okay, instead I want to automate this process, so I created it like this. After this completed, maybe if the group creation is failed, then I want to create a RATM. I want to create an incident. So I will create a one more run script. Okay, and then I will initialize insert. Okay, initialize to incident table and then insert it. And in the short description and all, I will tell. Okay, this group creation current dot variable name is failed. Okay, I will maybe take some written code from here using the workflow.scratchpad. Okay, now workflow.scratchpad, how you get the values from one activity to another activity. Okay, so Scratchpad in our entire ServiceNow area, we see Scratchpad in two places. One place is in display business rule, where you can get the server side data and can be called from client side scripting using G Scratchpad, Glide Scratchpad. And here in workflows, you have workflow.scratchpad. Define a workflow.scratchpad, and if it is fails, then put one variable. Okay, workflow.scratchpad ABC equal to 123. Okay, and then in another one, if the ABC equal to 123, then create an incident. So like this, I think I showed one example also now, right, Nama? Workflow.scratchpad. Yes, no, please confirm.
Yes.
Yeah. So that is very, very important. How you pass the values from one activity to another activity. Okay. Scratchpad, workflow.scratchpad. Now, how you how you pass the values from workflow to subflow. Okay. This question answer is input variables. Okay, in workflow level, there is something called inputs. Okay, it will hide it. Okay, inputs. You define a variable. If I uncheck it now, you will have some. You can define a variable here like inputs. Okay, you normally you can't see this inputs in a general workflow. Okay, it will hide automatically. But if you have a subflow in it, then it will show for you as an input. You define a variable. It's like a global variable within this global. When I say global, it's not for instance, but within the workflow scope. Okay, so you define a variable here like input variable, and then you keep some variable values, and then you use those values in workflow and subflow. Okay, it is only theoretical thing. Maybe try to cover only this part. Don't say no, but say yeah, we have an option called input variable. You can make use of input variables to pass the value from workflow to subflow. Just cut it, and if they say how and all, and then maybe you say I never tried it. Simple. Even the question who asked now, even they never tried. I am sure. Is that clear, ma? This is what your question, right? Someone were about to ask one question.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now moving to the next point, that is yeah. So catalog tasks. Okay. General task. The what is the difference between catalog tasks and general tasks? That is very, very, very important question. Only thing is, okay, the table, SC underscore task table and a task table. A task table can be any child task table. Okay, this is one of the important question, and even you can create a direct record on table also, general task table also. Okay, but it's very rare case, ma. Catalog task have its own definition, and we prefer to create catalog task. That's it. Okay, now moving to the next item. Okay, timer is something like you want to pause the workflow for some time. Okay, 5 minutes, 5 seconds, 5 days, 5 years. Okay, the timer can be used, and this timer can be used in a different way also. Okay, maybe I want to check my approval. Okay, whether it is approved or not. If it is not approved in 2 days, then send an escalation mail. So you see not approved, na approved, not approved, maybe. So you take approved. If it is approved, then fine. If it is not approved, now you can say kind of Tunstein and then roll back, and then you say if it is not approved, maybe you say some kind of if activity, then you say use timers there. 2 days of time. After 2 days, check the if condition. Go to the if condition and then see approval equal to approved or not approved. If it is not approved, then send a mail to his manager, customer manager, or approver manager, whatever it could be. Okay. So these kind of actions we need something with a timer. Okay. Timer is to pass the workflow or to check something. Both ways you can check. Okay, this is also one of the important activity. And then under this one, branch join. This is very, 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 very important question. Okay, what is branch and join? Branch is just for sake of use, we use it, but join. If you have parallel tasks, okay, if you want to control the flow, then you use join. If you don't use it, then it will not, like the end, na, the end of it, it will not take it. I think I showed you very, very neatly, ma, right? I created three tasks and then I closed one task and then remaining two are cancelled because the one task is moved to next activity which is state equal to complete of RATM. When the RATM state equal to completed, then the remaining open tasks will be cancelled. The backend business tool, right? That I showed, and then I showed branch and then join and then kept those three in between, and then I also showed properly. So that when we create use branch and join, then the activities will wait till all the activities are completed, right? Agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so branch and join is very important. Run script, you can call run script and then you can do any miracles using run script. You can call web services, you can call scripted like REST and SOAP, you can create something script to automate process, anything server side code you can do. Set value, okay. Using set values, you can set any value of RATM to anything. So here in our example, we set the value of state equal to complete. Okay, so this is one important thing. And last thing is tungsten. Okay, when you are using rollback tungsten, there is I told you, ma, okay, to control the infinite loops now, when we use rollback, if you don't mention the time, like how many times it needs to check back, okay, it will continuously loop and it is never ending. So using tungsten, you mention one number, maybe three times, check three times, two times, five times, something. Okay, so see here, I'm not seeing any activity approvals. Approval used, user, approval group, approval action, approval coordinator, and then rollback. The rollback from here is linked with tungsten here. Okay, and then conditions. If switch, wait for condition. And then notification, event and notification. Okay, task, catalog task, normal task, subflow, general topic. Okay, timer. Okay, here timer, branch and join, set values. Okay, lock, unlock, tungsten. So these are the primary, very important activities in workflow. Okay,
Sir, under it, it is written value is
written,
not important.
not required, ma. Not required. No, ma, not required. Okay,
That lock and unlock activities, sir.
lock and unlock also we don't use it, ma. We can use run script to log it also. Log is there, but lock unlock we don't use it. Pause we can use normally, but lock unlock we don't use it, ma. These are not very.
So sir, uh, in run script, we can use directly gs.log. That will do the log.
Yeah. To keeping the
Okay.
logs now, we use here run script and gs.log. That way we control it. But this log now, we don't use much.
Sir, in turnstile, do we have anything that we can dynamically give the value?
I don't think so, ma. It doesn't have a script, I think. It just have one field that is to mention the number, right?
Yeah, I checked. It's only count is there or nothing
Yeah,
else.
yeah. No, it can't be given dynamically, ma. That's it. How many times the workflow can pass through the same activity before the tungsten ends to the loop? Yes. No, ma. Answer is no. Okay. So if we are done with this part now, okay, we have some important things like where the workflows will store, ma. Okay. Workflows will store for workflows. We have some standard these things tables. First important thing is workflow versions. Okay, so see here, every time now see, yeah, okay, give me one second. User addition, na, user addition. So just to go here, workflow versions. Okay, get the workflow name, that is user addition. Okay, here these many 11 times I opened, I unchecked, and I published it. Checkout publish. So every time, okay, every time I uncheck and check, it creates a version. Okay, the image of it same like how you see in dictionary level, configuration level, na. So see here, now I am opening it. Okay, I am opening it, checking out, and then I may do, I may not do, but checked out and then published it. Okay, 11 will become 12 and the latest version will come as this one, published. Okay, this is one of the important table where workflow versions will store, and this is the latest one. Okay, now see here, now I go here and then I say, okay, uh, select and delete. If I delete, what will happen?
It will not delete it.
It will not delete. Then what is the delete option then? Okay, it will delete, but it will delete the last version of workflow. Okay, if I delete it, it will delete the last version of workflow. Okay, this is one of the important thing. Okay, so see here, it deleted it and it should get the last version, and let me see, maybe. Yeah, I think it will delete one.
Sir,
If there is,
there is no versions, then what happens, sir? If you're trying to delete,
it will delete, I think exactly. I think now it deleted it. Okay, I need to see. First, come on, it deleted. So give me 1 second. Maybe if it is checked out, I would have checked it. But anyway, it's fine. Show workflow. Yeah. So now it deleted, ma. Okay, it deleted, but now that delete option is something like it will delete the last version. That maybe when you don't check it out, when you don't publish it, something is there. I will check that. Yes, get it back.
that workflow published, sir.
That is workflow is published, ma. Yes. I'm just resetting it back. Okay, so that I think I will check again back and come back. Okay, but yeah, we got back our thing. No problem for now. Okay, when we know the things, we can play with things. Okay, so this is about workflows. Okay, and now I move to order guide and record producer. Order guide is a kind of yeah, order guide is a kind of what?
Catalog
Yeah,
item
it is a
from which we
bundling of catalog items into one.
multiple.
Okay, in order guide mainly you have something called rule base, cascade variable, three-step process, two-step process. They are all very important questions. Okay, and normally generally you will get a question. I think it's you just to go through it more. Okay, I think they are pretty much clear. Okay, questions wise order guide. What is order guide? What is the difference between order guide and a catalog item? Okay, what is cascade variables? Cascade variables in the sense. Uh, what is the cascade variable? We have a variable in the main form and you have also the same variable with the same name in the subforms. Okay, if you pass a value from main form, then the value will be replicated cascade to subforms also. You remember, that is one important very question. And two-step process, three-step process in order guide, that is also very important question. And then what is order guide? Rule base is one of the important thing. Okay, apart from that nothing will be important. How you add it? Okay, practice it, please practice it. Create some 3 4 catalog items, create a main form in the order guide. There also you see variables, variable sets, all the stuff. Create a variable, okay, maybe kind of choice, and based on the choice value you attach a rule base to the catalog item. Okay, so in the main order guide form, if you select choice equal to choice number 1 and then say next. Okay, in the next form you see one catalog item based on the rule base that you configured. You understood this particular one, ma? You are able to recollect
Yes.
it?
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah, please.
If we have if we have around 20 to 30
Uh,
catalogs in order guide, will it take more time to load?
yeah, it will take, ma'am.
Okay.
Done, not that much, but the main form will load first and then based on the condition. Na? So again, when you have more rule bases, so when you say next, then you are triggering kind of uh, a rule. The backend rules will check and then rule base will trigger, validate the condition and then get the values and then show it in a form. So yes,
Okay.
it will take some time, but yeah. Okay, so that and all there. And in record producer, okay, what is the record producer? What is the difference between order guide and record producer? What is the record producer difference with the catalog item? Okay, how you get the values of variable in record producer script? Okay, producer dot, okay, variable name, current dot variables dot variable name, na, producer dot variable name. Okay, then you are creating a record in incident table. So inc, right, incident like current dot short description equal to something, you pass it like this. Okay, producer dot, you have a variable in the form, okay, and that is called description, producer dot disc. So the value that you submitted from form will be uh, placed to incident short description if if the table is selected as incident.
So this production is a producer, no?
Yes, ma. Sorry. Yeah. Production producer.
I actually encountered this kind of scenario once in my forms.
Yeah, right. So that is one important, how you neutralize, normalize, how you equalize the values. Okay, one way is to use the script to, okay, have it. Okay, and then second way is create a variable with the same name. Okay, and the third way is map the field. When you are creating a variable using map field, na, it automatically creates the variable with the same name that is coming from the table. Okay, that is the only important things. Apart from that, nothing is there. Record producer is a very simple concept. You got it, my everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So these are the primary important questions, ma. So main thing is you have to practice the things. Okay. This particular concept, na, this is very crucial concept, and you have to practice a lot before you start attending interviews. Okay. Maybe just create 10 minimum catalog items, and mainly catalog item creation is nothing, chumma, variables chumma, and you just define script and all, but workflow is very important. Okay, the more workflows, at least you create one two workflows with all the activities, and whatever I kept the suggestions, na, writing script, adding this value, that value, everything, if you are able to try that everything, then you nicely can answer, man. Generally, na, how the workflow will be like, people will easily understand, but they don't practice it. When they don't practice, now workflow is like a bigger, it's kind of a devil. When you do first time, you even can't drag and drop an activity also. That's how the workflow is. Okay, so these are the main important things I can say. Okay, all the questions, I think I already shared it, right? So please go through the questions and please practice more. Without practice, you don't get the control of catalogs. All good.
Yes, sir.
And Sridevi Garu was asking some question. Workflow context. Okay, workflow context is also same like workflow versions. Now we have something called workflow context. Okay, every activity details will store in workflow context. Every activity, if you create 10 activities, no, workflow context is something like, mm, I need to, I think I will check it, ma'am. This question and other question I will check and come back. I will post you something. Now I don't have answer. And what else she asked? Sridevi Garu. Sir, I'm not feeling. What is the workflow context? I don't know. How to debug workflows? Debug workflows, don't know. At the end of interviewer asking questions every time. Like, do you have any questions? What type? What time? What should we ask to get the? Okay. When someone asks you any question, says, okay, do you have any questions? Okay, don't say. So no, sir, I don't have any questions. Say, so what could be our role? What could be my role, sir? First question. Okay, what type of project it is, sir? Okay, second thing. And third thing is, for this one, as I will be having 1 month of time, can I go through something? Can I prepare something for this one? Okay, so these kind of questions you can ask. If you ask these kind of questions, they will get a nice impression. If I, instead of saying no, sir, I don't have any questions. Okay, it will show your eagerness to learn. Okay, sir, I had only ITSM. So shall I learn something for this project if I select? Okay, what you suggest? What could be the expectation, sir? And what could be the team size? What could be my role? Okay, these kind of nice questions you can ask. Okay, ma, is that clear?